Hi friends, today let us know how to deliver a good speech. Do you know English is a wonderful language which is full of vocabulary, that is synonyms, antonyms, homonyms, homographs, homophones. Above all, beautiful idioms, proverbs, adages, maxims, sayings make a beautiful paragraph or a beautiful content or a beautiful making way of a good speech. Do you know about world famous good speakers? There are so many. How they became world famous speakers? Because they knew very well how to address the gathering, and depending on the topic or the subject given to them to speak about. First of all, the speaker should have the full knowledge of the audience or the spectators in front of him or her. If the audience are highly educated, your speech must be very effective, very elegant, to convince the highly educated audience. If your audience are students of high school level or degree level or postgraduate level, you must deliver a speech in according to their standards of understanding capacity. If you use some unknown idioms and proverbs which are not common in our day-to-day life, they will be confused. They can't make head or tail of your speech. So, the speaker should have the knowledge. First of all, the speaker should have the knowledge of his audience. Depending on the standard of the audience, you must make a speech with which they will be convinced at the end of your speech, or else they express through their body language their unwillingness to listen the speech. They look this way and that way, up and down, which means it is better you stop your speech. Sometimes they clap too much. Too much clapping also should make the speaker that the audience are not clapping their hands with happiness, they are clapping their hands unhappily, and they are not in a good mood to listen your speech. Then it is better you stop, you conclude your speech. So, before preparing a content, a beautiful content to address the gathering, one must have the knowledge of the audience, whether they are literates or illiterates or students. If they are students, you must take good examples of the present situations with which the youth will be convinced. If you take good old bygone boring examples, they won't listen. After 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they get away from your speech. So, a good speaker must understand the psychology of the listeners, that is, audience. Now let us enter the topic, how to make a good speech. You see, a long speech, though it is good, make the audience to feel boring. So your speech must be very solid, very condensed. The content must be placed before the audience using beautiful words, very good adjectives to describe. Adjectives play important role in convincing the audience. You should use different adjectives, not one, at least 3 to 4 adjectives of similar meaning. Next to adjectives, you should use very suitable adverbs which add to the meaning of the action words. So, adjectives and adverbs you should use while quoting examples. The examples also must be very latest. I mean, related to films, Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood, Kollywood, the heroes, heroines, character artists, funny artists, or you should take the examples from the cricket, quoting the cricket players about their lifestyle, about their batting style, bowling style, how they became cricketers. Or you can take the examples of the politicians, present politicians, or sports persons, men or women, who created wonderful records in their particular sports event. So exemplification is very important. First, you select the timings, the content, how far, how much you can speak to convince the audience. So 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes or half an hour, not more than half an hour. If you speak more than half an hour, whatever the content it may be, how beautiful you framed the words, vocabulary, synonyms, homonyms, antonyms, adjectives, adverbs, framing beautiful sentences using idioms, proverbs, whatever it may be. You should conclude the speech within half an hour. That is 20 minutes to half an hour. Speech is enough to drive the point home, to make the audience to understand your feelings about the topic with which you are creating some awareness among the audience. So don't go beyond half an hour. And your body language, speaker's body language is very, very important. You should use your eyebrows, you should smile in according to, don't be very serious while addressing a gathering, don't look straight, cover from extreme left to right, right to left. You should look at all the audience, which makes your speech very successful. And you use your hands. Don't move too much. You should move your hands as your speech demands. Use your eyebrows, raise your eyebrows, make your eyes wide whenever necessary. So, if you follow a few tips about your body language as well as the body language of the audience, that is important. If the audience moving their body right side, left side, or bending backwards, or bending forwards, or snarling, you should understand that the audience are not convinced with your speech and they are feeling very boring. So it is better you conclude your speech. But some people, see, when they get a mic on their hands, oh, they forget everything. They just speak nonsense which is unsuitable to the occasion, not at all related to the audience. So you must speak the topic in according to the mindset of the listeners. You should know how to convince, but not how to make them uninterested. So, a good speaker won't speak not more than half an hour. One more thing, You should know, first of all, how many speakers are participating in that event, first of all. If there are more participants, you should make your speech less. If there are less speakers, you can speak somewhat more and more. Time sense. Time sense is very important for any speaker. So in a meeting, equal participation must be there. The president, sir, please stop this speech. Time. He is showing the time. That shows that you are losing effect. They are not willing your speech to be continued. So, very carefully plan your speech. You see, now I speak about the woman role in the present world. You listen it. How I deliver it, how I use my body language, and how I try to convince effectively with my beautiful language. Okay, let me start. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you are very much interested about some burning topics of the day. In the present world, people are facing extreme sufferings as well as enjoyment. So everything is extreme nowadays. Our life became very mechanical. We are very busy. We are struggling for the existence, but at the same, don't forget your role in the world. About human beings, every person has his or her role to be played in the modern world, wonderful world, energetic world, active world. So today let us learn about the woman's role in the present world. Do you know, my dear friends, do you know, the women are equal in population with men. But the women are treated as second-grade citizens. Why? Why should we treat women as second-grade citizens, though they are equal to the men in all fields? It is not good in the modern world to treat a woman who is restricted to the kitchen only. How can you restrict a person in the modern world? Every person has his own role or her own role to be played. Every person wanted to expose himself or herself Whenever the opportunity demands them, one must exhibit the skills which are born gift to the people. Some people become very good singers, some very beautiful dancers, actors, political leaders. Different roles are there in the present world, in the modern world. Plenty of opportunities are there, wide opportunities are there, multiple opportunities are there for men and women equally. So why should we restrict women? It is not good. The woman in the modern world is playing different roles at home as well as outside the home. The women are competing in every field with men. Moreover, God has given more patience to the women than men. Whatever the assignment given to the woman, they use their immense concentration to make it a grand success within the home or outside the home. As a mother, she is very successful in maintaining the family, in fulfilling the desires of her family members. They take care of each and every member of the family. That is her ability, you may call it capability. So, if they are given an opportunity in other fields other than household, as a housewife, she is always successful, no doubt. Why? Because she is ready to do any hard work. There is no substitute to the hard work. Moreover, they are very smart, very intelligent, very brilliant, very clever in doing things easily, in shortcuts, as well as using their skills. God has given special skills to the woman. See, they are beautiful. Women are beautiful, not only in the physical structure, but also physical work. If they prepare a recipe, they prepare it wholeheartedly so that she wants to get some appreciation about her recipe from each and every member of the family. The functions, the festivals, she knows how to arrange. So, to speak about women, we can get plenty of synonyms. antonyms, homonyms, idioms in Sanskrit. When I want to advise, instruct men to give equal respect to the women in the society, for that I can quote, Yatra naryanta pujyante ramante tatra vasate devata. Such suitable Sanskrit quotes, Telugu quotes, Hindi quotes, and above all, English quotations about women, you can get plenty. So without a woman, no men. Take the word woman, WOMAN, or women, WOMEN. WO plus man, WO plus men, that is without woman, no man. Without women, no men. Take one more example, the pronoun she. What is the pronoun she? SHE. That is S plus he. Without she, there is no he. Understand? So, when we give proper education, proper opportunities to the woman, she can show her immense skills, abilities, capabilities in any field, in administrative field, in politics, she can show her capabilities. IAS, IPS, IRS, ICS, whatever the civil exams, when they complete the civils, when they get an opportunity to serve the society, they had very good commitment, they are ready to work hard, they are ready to be honest, moreover honest. Women are not corruptive, very sincere, very honest. So, in civils, in district official jobs, they show immense abilities. Today they are entering military also. Already there are so many police officers, women police officers, who are very strict in their administration sections. They use the law and order very effectively. Without any partiality, without bending to the any force, women can establish the law and order very effectively. Nowadays, pilot officers, military officers, women are showing their multiple skills. They are very smart at work. Whatever the work assigned to them, they are ready. They love their work. To get a success, one must love their duty. They should feel the duty as their God, work is worship. So women are very, very, very successful. Don't discourage them. So before concluding my speech, I remind the administrators, the politicians, the literates, the intellectuals, the senior citizens, try to encourage them, try to push them to grow as much as possible. You see, a tree, how it grows with multiple branches. A woman also is like a tree with immense, wide, multiple skills like branches. In those branches, full of blossoms, flowers, which turn into fruits. That means women work is very, very fruitful. They nourish and flourish their children as well as the people of the country. So let us give respect first to the woman. See, in English, ladies first. See how good it is. We should give the opportunity first to the ladies. Respect the woman. But I am very sorry to say the women are facing multiple threats, abuses from illiterate idiots at the bus stops, in the buses, in the offices, in the colleges. Women are ill-treated by her higher authorities. There are some cases how their boss misuse his power to make the women who give immense value to their character. But some idiots, some rogues, I can say, making women, using the women as their or for their pleasures. They are misusing their power to use a woman. That is not good. So today women must be dare enough to bring such people to the notice of the media, print media, electronic media, or they should be ready to go to the police stations to give complaint against them. So eve teasing became a threat, and ragging also, one more threat in the lady's life. Okay, I know already some are expressing their impatience. So let me conclude with these few words. I am very thankful to the organizers for giving me a chance to deliver a few words, to share a few words with you all. Thank you, one and all.